Okay, there it is. So, my name is Marina Ramirez, and I'm going to be doing uh, an open group session for Overeaters Anonymous. I hope to get an A. The purpose of the group is going to be a little bit of educational, to give a little bit of reasons as to what the studies show that why we tend to overeat, and also to it would be a support group in the sense that we want to instill hope by sharing our strengths, our experiences, and of course our hope. The setting is at the El Paso, Carolina Community Center. And the dynamics are going to be that we have a group member who is very confident, and she's okay with having a very bubblicious type of body. And then I'm going to also have a group member who is not as confident. And then one group member whose feelings and moods fluctuate between confident and not. And what we want to establish is trust, commitment, and caring from the group members, because again, it's going to heavily rely on the support of each other. And some of the planning considerations that I had to do is that um, I'm going to make this a beginning stage, so that they can trust each other and not add animosity, because one has had success and one has not, for example. So that is the setting. So good morning, everybody. My name is Marina Ramirez, and I would like to open this discussion by having you all introduce yourselves. If we could go ahead and start from this side. Ruben. Welcome, Ruben.
Elsie?
Welcome, Elsie.
Christina?
Christina. Thank you, Miss Christina. So, why don't you tell me a little bit of what you heard about Overeaters Anonymous, or what is the reason that you're here, Miss Christina?
Well, the last time I went to my doctor, he said that I should really consider joining, and because I do have some health issues. However, like I really feel conflicted because I love my body and I don't want to change anything, but at the same time, I do want to handle my issues. So I really want to separate my body image or like how what people say about my body from my overeating.
Thank you, Miss Christina, for your introduction. Miss Elsie?
Um, yeah, I've seen doctors, and yeah, I'm like cutting it close, like with diabetes and stuff like that. So I gotta watch out, and I've gained like 20 pounds over the last 2 months. So
Okay, thank you for sharing, Miss Elsie. Ruben, welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like to eat.
Yeah, and I think we can all kind of relate to that. That we like to eat, so that that's a good reason for being here. Let me ask you all what if we could just kind of go around the room and more or less tell me, for example, maybe like how many pounds you would like to lose, or if any, of course, it could be something of a larger number or a smaller number. We'll start with Miss Elsie this time.
sure. Well, I would like to lose the 20 pounds that I gained. So,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. And Ruben?
Mm. I like to be able to still eat and maintain my weight. Just comfort. Something I find comfort.
Okay. And so what would you say would be an ideal weight for you?
I guess 100 less.
Okay. 100 less? Okay. Thank you, Ruben. I'm sorry, Miss Christina.
Well, I would like some help in finding like a way to eat better, while still, maintaining my budget because I really can't afford a lot of like the health food stuff. And then also I would like, I eat sometimes because like there's nothing else to do or, like it's just like a habit to me and I don't, it's thoughtless. So like I would like, some help in doing something other than eating.
Okay. And so as far as a number, what kind of weight loss are you looking at? Or what would be your ideal weight?
I'm not looking at any weight loss. I won't fight it. If it happens, I'm not gonna try like go out of my way. But you know what? I'm not focused on that.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Christina, for sharing that. Um, so what I would like to do is we're gonna do a little exercise, kind of an icebreaker, so that we could all support each other, because that's what the components of this group are about. Is we're gonna find support in each other. So let me just say that whatever we share here stays here. Unless anybody tells me that they want to harm themselves, then of course we will take the proper precautions for that. But other than that, whatever is said here stays here. So I would appreciate you all just respecting that confidentiality amongst your group members. And so if you don't have any, or do you all have any questions at this point? No? Okay. So what I would like to do is I would like for each one of you to give me three words that you would like people to know you as, or that you would like to be known as. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start with Christina.
3 words that I like to know.
Yeah, or that you would that you would say about yourself to describe yourself in a positive setting.
Well, I'm strong. I'm self-reliant, and I love myself.
Okay, very good. So then we're all going to go ahead and say, yes, you are. All right, so yes, you are for Christina.
Yes, you are.
Wonderful. Thank you all. Thank you. We'll go ahead and go with Ruben. 3 words that you would like to be known as, or to be, that you would think of yourself in a positive manner.
Confident.
Okay, good. Confident.
Yes, you are.
Oh, yes, you are.
That's fine. Anything else, Ruben?
Yes, you are.
So, Ruben, yes, you are going to be confident.
I guess improved self-esteem.
Okay. Yes, you are going to
Yes,
get that
you
self-improved self-esteem. Miss Elsie, thank you, Ruben, for sharing.
Happy.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Healthy.
Yes, you are.
Happy, healthy, and beautiful.
So, Miss Elsie, you are going to be healthy, beautiful,
And
Yes,
happy.
you
and
are.
happy. Yes, you are. All right. Thank you all very much for participating with that exercise. I hope that that kind of energizes us a little bit here. Okay. So, with that said, let me just say that some studies have showed that a lot of the times we tend to overeat, and then we share feelings of shame and guilt. Does anybody here feel that they haven't acknowledged that? Or are you all, or tell me, let me ask you this. How do you feel after you've overeaten, Miss Elsie?
Yeah, I do feel really guilty. I feel so unhealthy. I feel ashamed of myself because I know that it's wrong and I shouldn't be doing it, and I'm going to regret it.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Ruben?
It's the only time I feel safe.
That's the only time you feel safe. Okay, thank you for sharing.
I feel happy.
Okay. So, Miss Christina, do I hear you say that you feel happy all the time?
After I overeat, I feel happy.
Okay. Okay. And what would make you say that?
That I guess I just like eating.
Okay. So then I gather that most of the time when we indulge that way, we feel satisfaction as well. Okay. So if we could just maybe share some of the behaviors that you have all noticed or have picked up on that make you feel that there has to be some corrective measures here. Miss Christina, would you like to? Are there any habits that you have that kind of pop out at this moment that make you realize that maybe we need to find healthier food options, or just maybe spend a little more time exercising, or just being out in the community with the family?
Well, like I said, I would like to I mean, I don't really know that overeating is my problem, but like that's what I was referred to, so I'm guessing if somebody says it, that makes it true. But yeah, I would like to, have not overeat so much, and then also to find healthier options that will go along with my budget.
Okay, thank you, Miss Christina, for sharing that. Miss Elsie?
Um, what was the question again?
Do you have any behaviors that you feel need to be modified, or that kind of come out at you?
Yeah, definitely. I think I always like stash food in my room, so like it's easy access for me, and I'm watching TV or I'm reading a book or whatever, and I'm eating. I'm just snacking
Okay,
all the time.
okay. And Ruben, is
I,
there?
it's kind of like the same. I just feel better when there's feel more, like I said, safe
Easier
when
access?
I'm eating food.
Okay. So, Miss Christina, you said something very interesting that we could share with the group, and that is that um, you don't think that you have an eating disorder, eating problem.
Well, I wouldn't have, come here on my own accord, but my doctor advised me to, so it's kind of like, I'm just okay. Like, I'm not fighting it. I came here on my own voluntary basis, so.
Okay, okay, all right. And so let me just go around the room and ask, does anybody here feel that they have, that they tend to overeat, or are you all comfortable with that? With your portions that you eat?
No, not at all.
Miss Elsie? No? Okay. And why would you say that?
Because I'm gaining a lot of weight, so I need to change my portions or I need to do something.
Okay, okay. And actually, that's a very important point that I think that, of course, this is at your pace, but let me just point out that one of the things that we need to acknowledge is that we do have, that we tend to overeat to the point to where we're harming ourselves more than we are, helping ourselves. So let me just go around the room and ask one more time, is there anybody here that feels that they could, that they don't have this problem? That we tend to overeat to the point where we're hurting our bodies instead of helping our bodies. Ms. Christina? No? Okay. So you're okay with that?
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. Mr. Ruben?
No, I don't think so, because I just to feel better when I eat.
Okay, right. And so usually that's, that like I said, we get pleasure from overindulging, and it doesn't necessarily have to be overindulging. We just feel pleasure out of things that, common things rather. So, what I would like to do is, for homework, I would like for you all to just take a moment and think about that question: is, do I have a problem overeating or excessively eating? And then we'll meet tomorrow around the same time, and we can kind of talk about that, and we'll deepen the focus as to why it is that we tend to overeat, which is something very natural for most people. Sometimes we do that without even knowing. Okay, so I don't want you to leave here feeling that you are doing something bad. No. We're here to support each other, to help each other, and I just want you all to know that these feelings are very, very common. Okay, do you all have any questions for me? Anything that anybody would like to share, a burning desire? We're gonna be okay?
Mhm.
All right, okay. Sounds good. Well, I thank you all for participating, and we will meet here again tomorrow at the same time. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Meanwhile, go out there and make it a great day. Okay, so thank you all for being here. Again, let me just remind you all that what is said here stays here. So, as a respect to your peers, please make sure that we respect the confidentiality, unless you all mention that you want to hurt yourself in any that you all want to hurt yourselves, then we of course would have to take measures for that. So, um, so yesterday we had left off where we were going to share whether we acknowledge that we have that we tend to overeat, or that we have a problem with food, if you will. Ruben, would you like to share what your thoughts are about that? Have you thought about it any, or?
Mm, yeah, yeah. As far as how I'm feeling,
Yeah, do you acknowledge or do you feel that you do have a problem with, where we tend to overeat?
well, yeah.
Okay. Miss Christina?
Yeah.
Okay. And Miss Alcy, how do you feel about
Yeah, I know I do.
that? Okay. So, how about if we take a moment and think about why do we think, let's deepen the focus a little bit and tell me, why do you think that we tend to overeat when there's really no, when we're not feeling hungry? So, Miss Elsie?
For me, I guess it's really boredom,
Okay.
or it keeps me busy, or it keeps me awake. I don't know, like if I'm doing my homework or something, I'm snacking.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing, Miss Elsie. Miss Christina?
Well, I started to kind of think about it like over the the evening, and like I realized like, well, I think that this is something that I started to do after, like, just I had a rough childhood, and like things were going on, and you know like, and it just after it all happened, my family kind of like were angry at me because I reported it, and like stuff like that, and like my uncle went to jail, and
Okay. Thank you, Miss Christina, for sharing. I appreciate
I
that.
wasn't done.
Okay, we'll come back to you in just a second. For right now, I'd like to see what his thoughts are. Why do you think that sometimes we tend to overeat, Ruben?
people leave me alone when I'm eating.
Oh, okay, so you don't like being bothered, is what I gather.
No, that people leave me alone.
Oh, well. So, okay, thank you all for sharing. I really appreciate that. Before we end this session, I just want to go around the room and ask if there is perhaps any burning desires that anybody has as far as sharing something or anything, rather. Ruben, are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. And Miss Christina?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And Miss Elsie?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so then I will see you all back here tomorrow at the same time. Thank you very much. Let's go out there and make it a great day. And Miss Christina, if you have a minute, I'll go ahead and speak with you
I don't.
after this session. I understand. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you here again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
All very much for being here again today. Um, since it's going to be our last session, I had told you all that if you'd like, you can bring some healthy snacks, such as some dips like broccoli, celery, and carrots. Since we've already gone over a couple of things, such as what we can do when we're feeling anxious, and just ways that we can change our eating habits. So thank you all for sharing all of your strengths and experiences and hope. I hope that you all learn from each other. And I thank you all for being here. So, just last before we close, if we could just kind of go around the room and ask what you all learned from your peer support. Miss Christina, thank you very much for coming back. Would you like to share?
What I learned,
Yes.
I was just healthy choices and everything in moderation.
Very good. Thank you very much, Miss Christina, for coming back. Feeling very proud of you. Miss Alcy?
I learned that I could substitute bad foods with good foods.
Okay,
So I can still snack, but it'll be healthier.
All
choices.
right, good. And Mr. Ruben?
Learning how to associate things in your life with food.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you all for being part of this group. I really appreciate it. I hope that you all have exchanged numbers and you can just keep coming back. We'll be here. Thank you all. Now let's go and enjoy some healthy food.
Thank you.
Thank you.